bazadde baffe bafokasinga nnyo ku kubeera nti tufuna formal education. You get?
I want to acknowledge that in our African setting, some of those things, especially when it comes to talent or music or football, whatever.
Self-discovery is something that comes from within.
It's not a one-day event. It is a process. Now imagine someone who is like that, whom people have found comfort in sharing maybe their problems. How about if you go to school and study maybe psychology or counseling?
Obuzibu bubeera kukufuula passion eno kubeera nti esobola okuvaamu ssente.
But while it's some economics, we used to have something they used to call effective demand.
It is not a coincidence that we see people be good speakers. It's not a coincidence that we see people play football to the top. Oba okubeera nti oli akola podcast and he stands out. It's not a coincidence.
Ability bwebeerako ne passion ikinga. Regardless of the money they are going to be paying you, if you don't love what you're doing, every human being is special. We are not the same. No mulalu, if those abalalo, the mad people, wabeerawo something special kyagata ku environment.
Omulalu nedda naawe ate kati okisusiza. Once again, welcome to the one-on-one podcast. Amanya Nedobozi Kizito Mark alongside the one and only
Butter Isaac. Happy again to be here. It's been quite some time, but again we're here to talk more about ourselves.
To give another episode. Thank you for those ones who have been watching. Mwebale nnyo simanyi ngeri yakubebazaamu, and I encourage you to subscribe, to like our content, and also to comment in the comment section. So njagala to diving in today's topic. What is a person watching back there expecting to gain from today?
I think it's more about knowing who they are,
discovering yourself,
discovering who they are,
or
self-discovery in brief, and why is it important to all of us? If you know yourself, chikuyamba chitia kubanga gwafunamu.
Okwongereza kwekyo, okwezuula n'otambulira mu kkubo lyekyo ky'osinga okwemanyaako. I think you achieve and you prosper more.
It makes your life smooth nga toyina kyokaka. Ukitegedde kubanga most of the times who we really are comes out naturally. Kijja even when you don't even understand. Naye nga it just comes out. It's like breathing. You don't have to do anything to breathe. Just comes. So also when you discover who you are, that's how life goes on. Now imagine if you're working and you're being paid for who you are. Naye nga tulina okuddayo, how can you
discover yourself?
How can you know who you are?
Yes, awo nyini wenjagala tutandikire. Like we tubeera tukula, kubanga nze nzijukira we nali nga nkyali muto. I admired so much to be a pilot. Kubanga nalabanga ennyonyi. You get? As time went on, bye twagala bikyuka. I think with the environment ebeera etwetoolodde, otandika okubeera nti weegomba ebintu, neegombako n'okubeera omuvuzi wa boda by the way.
Now I think when you are still young, it is the biggest role of our parents to spot or to discover who we are.
To align us in what we do best.
Now because when you're young, most of the things that we do or whatever things that we say, they just come out naturally. But when you grow old or when you grow up, you start filtering what you do, what you say, like that. Now, as a parent, you're supposed to watch your child as he's growing up. But now we are going to say we lost that chance. We don't have it. Now
awo nyini kukubeera ng'owaakinga omwana ng'akula. Waliwo ekintu kye ndiscovery nze. Actually nkirowoozezaako ssaawa zino nga ndabanga, I don't know if our parents did it in the right oba bakikola mu ngeri ennungi oba mu ngeri embi. Wali olabyeko omwana nga tugeze ayagala nnyo okukanika from the childhood ng'omulaba ye Eva actually si kukanika apangulula ebintu ewaka. Okitegeera? Should we call that part of self discovery nti omwana ono alina ekyenjawulo kyagezaako okulaga omuzadde nti omuzadde wakitunulamu asobola okushapinga omwana ono mu direction yeyo.
Now you also have to be careful because there are some stages of development when the child is growing up. So that could be a distraction stage. He's trying to discover things. Maybe asanze kino kigundi oba wano waliwo ng'ajjayo ebintu n'ayasa like that. So there you may have to be careful and know, is this a development stage or maybe waliwo kyandaga kye sinaba tegeera. Okitegedde?
Ekitegeeza self discovery is something that comes from within.
It comes from within, but when you are still young, it is someone else who can
spot it
in you.
But
now I'm going to say we didn't get that chance. Maybe to be spotted, maybe to do what. But maybe our parents, our parents took us to schools that they knew maybe could be good for us.
Yeah.
One maybe could be good for us or maybe could suit their incomes. But time came, like in some homes, when a child has grown up a little bit, a child can determine which school they want to go to.
That's true.
Maybe depending on what they want, depending on what they think. But sometimes what they want could be maybe because their friends have gone there, maybe they love specific things that might not be really open to their parents. Now, back on our self-discovery mission here, we are going to, as an adult, in our from 20 to 30, that is that crisis age there. Because most of the times we are going to skip adolescence because it is like called stupid age. So now we are here to a man who is trying to grow up, is in that stage who wants to become an adult. So the moment you miss yourself here, you are really going to have a lot of trouble. Why? This is the stage where you have to have a lot of data, a lot of knowledge in your head. Okumanya. You make mistakes, but of course these mistakes should be well calculated. Not being reckless. There is making mistakes, but there is being reckless with your life.
Instead of saying making mistakes, I think the best word to be used should be like you try out new things.
Or taking risks.
Yeah, taking risks. Kukola chonna chosobola in your 20s.
Because when the older you grow, because here you still have the energy, you even have chance.
You still have time
to correct what you have done. But the older you get, sometimes you may not have the real chance to correct some of the mistakes that you make. Now, how can someone discover themselves? One, I could say, it's not a one-day event. It is a process that you take. Probably paying attention. First of all, you have to be intentional that I really want to know why was I created. In order to have a well-fulfilled life or to live a purposeful life as a man or as a human being. So you are going to take time, pay attention to yourself. Look at the things maybe that you do naturally. Look at the things maybe you're not forced to do, or when you do it, you really enjoy what you're doing. And now, these things have to be channeled. I'm not looking at pleasure, because some people can divert it to pleasure. We are now going to look at things that are really meaningful in life. What am I doing? Let me give an example of a guy, who likes playing with musical instruments. Nga maybe wagenda ko mu church no kuba like that, no you sing, you do whatever. Now let's look at even dancing. There are people who are going to dance in churches, in schools, in wherever they go. Now, if you really see this is something that I do,
it comes naturally.
It comes out to you naturally. By the time you discover, you're already maybe dancing, you're doing what? Now, How about you give it a shot? How about you go to a dancing school? I want to acknowledge that in our African setting, some of those things, especially when it comes to talent or music or football, whatever, most of our parents, our generation, those parents of the generation of our parents, they haven't embraced that someone can really go into dancing or can become a dancer and make money out of it. One, you are doing it with love, with passion. It comes from you naturally. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How about if you go to maybe a musical school? You'll be trained to get out your vocals, play with the instruments. If you're playing with instruments, if you're singing, if you're dancing, you get the best strokes, and you can still get paid in what you do at your best.
Ebintu bingi nnyo bye ndowoozezaako ng'oyogera. Kantandike n'omwana abadde akula ng'omwana ono ayagala omupiira. Nga n'abantu abalala bamulaba nti omwana ono omupiira aguzanya naturally. Example mpadde ya mupiira. But it can be other sort of things. Bazadde baffe bafokasinga nnyo ku kubeera nti tufuna formal education. You get? Era balwana nnyo okubeera nga ekintu kyonna ekiri outside that bakikatinga off.
Of course.
So, isn't that one way gye batukatinga off into our road to self-discovery? Because singa omwana tugeze abadde azanya akapiira n'omudiscoveringa nti omwana ono ekintu kino kyakola akikola mu ngeri ey'enjawulo ku bantu abalala. How about you shape this child mu line eyo? N'abanga asoma naye nga ne direction yakino ekintu kyali okukola natural ekimufuula ow'enjawulo akipasuwinga. That's one way I'm looking at this thing. Because kati nze kanewereko example. We nali mu high school, inze nalowoolezanga nnyo mu business. Abaana bantumanga naye nga bwe bantuma okugula ebintu, I make money out of that.
How?
Nalinga mu desikola nga bali mu kisulo.
Ng'obakuba enjawulo.
Kati anti saa zino oyinza okugamba nga ababakuba enjawulo naye sobola kigamba bwentyo kubanga they were satisfied with what I was doing. Nga muleetera kyayagala regardless of inze oba nfunyemu. Okay, you get that? So, and this thing, taata wange yali fightinga nnyo okubeera nti sikikola. Kubanga buli lwe yandabanga ne ssente nga azinzijako kale ng'alowooza nti ssente nzibba oba nziba ssente ze, something like that. So there is a way it discouraged me, naye ng'ate even up to now nkyayina love y'okubeera nti nze buli lwe ndaba nze whatever things I see nkiraba in terms of making money out of it. You get? So olowooza abazadde omwana waabeera ng'alina ekyenjawulo ky'omulabyeko, isn't it right okubeera nti omwana ono mushapinga mu direction y'ekyo ekintu kyalimu?
Yeah, it is good. But now the disadvantage that we have parents who are still confused. They don't know these things. Oba kitegedde. Kati, there are some, when it comes to talent, someone needs to be a step ahead. Chiringa, let me say, you use an example of football. By the time someone spots you that this boy engeri gyazanyamu akapiira ke, this person can do better, can do something out of football. Okitegeere? It takes someone who knows
football,
that football, that game, to say, this boy, the way he made that shot,
Wanjawulo is special about something.
Special. How can I make this child love the game, give it more time, and prosper with it? Nayenga kumuza, let me say a parent who has no idea about football. Bwakulaba, he just sees these are normal things. Akubayo noli akubayo. So if I hate football as a parent, when I see my kid is surrounded with too much football around him,
I see it
one,
as
I can discourage him. Two, I can even take him away from that environment that could maybe associate him with that thing he's doing.
Nkitegere.
So that's what it takes when it comes to children. But now back to us.
Abakuze.
Again, going back to what I had explained before, that is the lane that you should go into. You really have to pay attention to yourself. Laba, look at the things that you do. Chichokola mwebyo. Oba maybe look at even at your friends. So kola besimu zofuna. Most of that, look at the people that call you.
Kati tugeze bakubira. Oli akubira Butter nagamba, "Hey Butter, my phone has got a problem here and here. Or I want a good phone. Where can I get it?
Laptop, whatever,
something like that." So is that an indication? China chekikulaga.
Kati echo, it can even tune you on to the business idea. Maybe bakulabe that maybe okwata simu nungi. Or maybe
you know it naturally, like it comes naturally into you.
Sometimes you might find you have not even studied them in school. Maybe you didn't study IT, but you have an idea of how to use electronic gadgets. So if you see out of your 10 friends, maybe like 6 they are calling you, consulting you about things of the phone. So how about you make a business idea from that?
Or you learn more about that.
Yes.
You turn it into a career.
Or maybe bakubira nti yafudde. What if you learn how to
repair?
Or maybe you can actually talk to someone who works on them na akuwa commission on the charge per person that you send. Or you can actually get someone who knows to work on them. You get a place for them to work. Nga gwe boss. Let me say, if I have money, naye gwe nkimanyi omanyi okukanika amasimu bulungi. So ningamba manyi Mark, I'm going to rent this place here. Zengenda tundirawo electronics bwange bichi amasimu. But gwe njagala obeerewo to mend these phones. Webefunyemu bekutufunya internal crashing bichi oba yatise mouthpiece whatever. So that is also, you can actually get a business idea from, because some of these things you may not know them. Nayenga waliwo kyenkulaba mu man ngamba so you can dive into that now. Ngamba maybe there's something that I'm not seeing here. So self-discovery, you can also, someone can spot you. If you're not spotted now, it is you to pay attention to most of the things that you do naturally out of you. Ngatochikase, and it comes out and nochikola perfectly. Now, how about if you have known that thing that you are, ngomazo kwezula chichicholi, maybe you study it in school. Let me give an example. When you find yourself, maybe you like talking to people maybe who are having problems.
Bantu bakubira, and they find comfort in sharing their burdens with you.
Or maybe you okenda kubulyawo, for some reason most of the people that are calling you, they have problems, and not problems that they want money, but they want someone to talk to. Tobakubidde toyina kyebabuuza, but naturally they have called you. Then if you have those signs and symptoms there, now imagine someone who is like that, whom people have found comfort in sharing maybe their problems. How about if you go to school and study maybe psychology or counseling? You get, you have studied something that you already are, but of course you are seeking professionalism, paper, because most of the times you need to prove that you are licensed to do what you're doing, because mostly when it like counseling, it is something sensible. Because someone can die in your hands during a session, and you have to, this person must have signed that is going for a session, and you must be a certified therapist to do that.
Yeah.
Now, you are getting paid for something that you do naturally. I think that is the best fulfillment you can have as a human being.
Yeah. Kati, I think this ensonga lwaki, I think most people know their purpose. Like they know what they do best. naye wabeerawo confusion y'okubeera nti waliwo preset kanjite preset kale waliwo default setting waliwo system gye bakushaping okubeeramu nti tugeze genda ku ssomero soma kino naye ate waliwo gwe kyobeera weewuliramu what you can do best. This comes to a point w'obeera nti you don't trust your intuition kyowulira muli abasinga ne bati okubeera nti bapasuwinga kanjite passion kubanga in most times if something comes up naturally then it's like a passion. Obuzibu bubeera kukufuula passion eno kubeera nti esobola okuvaamu ssente. It's more than a passion. Kyova olaba nti abasinga because of that fear of the unknown twekanga nga tupasuwinga ebintu ebitatusanyusa tuli mu careers ezitatusanyusa but yet waliyo ebintu ebimu bye tumanyi naturally and we can earn from them.
That's it. Kati okuzayoke emabega in that same thing that you have talked about. Passion, there is passion for something, but the biggest problem there, most people can mistake their pleasures as passion because sometimes these pleasures are not good. Sometimes passion should be backed up by the ability to do something. Can quick example, you can love football. Ayenga ground baba. Oba maybe you are disabled. Oba maybe ochagala bwagazi but you don't have maybe the natural ability, what it takes to do it. So these things you have to also be careful. Katika quick example on the pleasures, maybe you just love to watch football. It is a pleasure. You just like watching. Ngatoina kyogera naye nga just golaba mupira, but now how can you make money out of just watching there? You need to have the tactics. Maybe if you can speak osobola, how do they commentators
commentator.
Naye analyst you need to have the basics on the ground. Kubanga if you are going to analyze a game, kubanga if you are watching a game, someone is just seeing people kicking the ball. But to someone who knows the game, is seeing something different. He's seeing the state of play, seeing the system, whatever it is.
Nkategedde. Point jengezaako ku drivinga. Passion ntegeeza kwe kubeera nti oyina obusobozi obukikola, you have what it takes to do it.
Katika nkuwe example, but while to some economics, we used to have something they used to call effective demand. Nga waliwo demand, may want to buy this phone. How much is it? 6 million. Njagala ojigula. But effective demand, try to defining, and it is someone who is having the desire backed up by the ability
to buy,
to purchase or to buy. Okateged.
Effective demand, yes.
Effective. So even one here in passion, you can have passion for something, then you don't have the ability to do it. You could maybe physically disabled or mentally disabled. Okateged. Naye nga chiri waliwo, there are some things that you are going to discover that you do them, you have the ability to do them. Nga bijabuzi. You have the ability, you have the will. Okateged.
So kati ebintu ebyo kati tugeze like for me most of the times nesanze nga kati nga ku ssomero ogenda kunsanga mu entertainment naturally seekaka kugendayo newembanga nwanye nti saagala kugendayo in one way or another people will push you there because that's what they know, that's what they know you for.
Kati mulimu passion mulimu ne ability.
Nentuka ku campus still it's the same thing. Wobeera ne maaka omanyi you are going to be surrounded by music instruments, you are going to be surrounded by wires. Nze njagala nnyo ebintu ebikwatagana ku connection, sound and stuff. Newe nagenda mu church kubanga nzijukira waliwo olunaku lumu omuwala yantwalako mu church okutandika okusoma, okutandika okusaba. I still ended up finding myself kubeera nga ndi eno mu bakola ebya sound DJ's box. So it is not a coincidence that we see people be good speakers. It's not a coincidence that we see people play football to the top. Oba okubeera nti oli akola podcast and he stands out. It's not a coincidence.
It's not.
It's someone doing things that are aligned in his purpose. See what it is?
Checho. Yeah, checho.
And the way to discover purpose kwe kutuula n'otunuulira ebintu by'okola naturally. Ebintu bino oyinza okubiraba nga ebikuswaza, oyinza okubiraba nga ebitakusanyusa, but they are the things that are going to make you stand out. Kubanga by'osinga okumanya okusinga ku balala.
Kati nga bw'okireese ekikyo, you are going to discover everywhere you go. Maybe any function, it could be a
oli ne waba tamanyi but for the first 10 minutes ebigambo bye ngenda okwogera
otudde ng'owulira microphone waliwo ekibulamu
ngenda kubeera
by the time you discover ng'ogamba
base eno this base is not at it. Yes, it's too low. Yes, it's too low. Yes.
So kati wano bwe tujja wano mu self discovery passion ne bweba teriiwo but this ability is already there. Oyinza kuba okola kikumalako emirembe but you really know what you're doing. Kati kiri eri passion eri we scrap it off as pleasure now ne tujje wano to the ability. Kati ability bwebeerako ne passion tikinga you are in the right place.
Kakati njagala tuve ku kubeera nti kati omaze okudiscoveringa kikyoli nti nze Mark I'm good when it comes to videography, when it comes to things that are connected to sound. Kyekimpa emirembe wadde bazadde bange baali bansuubira kubeera nti ndi dokita professor naye kino kyenfuniramu emirembe. So how do we convert this into something that we can earn a living from? Ndowooza awe wali puzzle.
That is the thing now.
Such that ekintu kino okikola nga you are not just feeling the pleasure naye ng'okifunamu.
Katika nkuwa example, I had even shared it when on the music whatever, on the dancer, on the musician whatever. But I will also bring it into what you just shared with me here. Kat now we are running into what we call the digital economy. Digital economy, there are these social media things. Let me see, if you're too comfortable maybe with machines, these are musical instruments. This what you're doing, you can actually earn money from just doing this. You just get your mic, you get your phone, you talk, or maybe you act, waliwo bazanya skits, whatever, comedy, katemba, bichi. And you'll be paid by the owners of these social media platforms in return to what you're doing naturally. Okitegedde? Nga kyolimu kukola okyagala oyina ability you have the love or the passion for it and you have the ability to do it. Now imagine that. Katika nkuwa example, people who like to talk a lot, you can actually do this or you can actually become an MC. You go to school, you study mass communication, you have studied what you already are. Ukitegedde? Osomye kyoli, now you come back and do what you are. Ekikuwa emirembe, you love it, you have the ability to do it. You are an MC, you are doing podcasts, you are doing skits, you get it, and in return you are getting paid. So I don't think no one can complain. Most of the problems that people are facing now and what are causing burnouts in most of the corporate environments, working environments, it is caused by people doing things that they have no interest in.
Tevaina passion. They are just doing them to get the money.
I'm just working. Why? I want to pay rent. I have children. You have to pay school fees for survival. And the more you stay in survival, regardless of the money they are going to be paying you, if you don't love what you're doing, man, no matter the amount, because someone is going to say, the man, I can do anything as long as I'm getting paid. Time comes and money is no longer the biggest problem, but it is what you feel.
Nkitegera.
Katika nkuwa example, like when it comes to working environments, you might find the happiest guy on the job is the guard.
That's
the gate. For him, maybe he grew up ngayagala nyo to have like authority, maybe to have a gun.
Chimusanyusa okubeera nga is the one giving permission to people for people.
If he doesn't want you to enter, you cannot enter. Katinge ekyo
ye muntu wa law and order.
And is getting the least amount, but is the happiest
Is the happiest guy, yes.
And the CEO there who is also getting paid. Nayenga, if he's not doing what is in line with his calling,
tajabera musanyufu.
By the end kiba kimulidde aba takiwulira. So people resort to changing jobs. Maybe agamba wano ndowooza maybe I'm not in the wrong place. But if you go to another working place, nga see you are doing something nga techiri in line with what you are, who you are, still that thing follows you up. So people resort to changing jobs, papa here, there.
Do you believe that buli muntu ali gifted? Buli muntu alina ekyenjawulo
every human being is special. We are not the same.
Tulina ekyenjawulo.
You can do what I can do, but you can never be me. We are very special individuals. No mulalu, if those abalalo, the mad people, wabeerawo something special kyagatta ku environment.
Omulalu simu omulalu nedda naawe ate kati okisusiza omulalu nedda omulalu si muntu wa bulijjo.
is a human being who has just gotten
kitegeeza is abnormal, is not a normal person.
Kanku example, if you're working maybe somewhere naye nga waliwo omulalu awo abeerawo ng'atudde, when you come tomorrow nga tomusanzeewo, you discover there's something missing here.
That's true.
Okitegedde? That is a contribution to your sake.
Ndeka naawe podcast ekutuddemu katusiibule abantu. Thank you so much for those who have been watching, for those who have been following. Kansubire muina kye muyizeemu. I personally have learned. Yes, and I'm trying to do as much as possible kubeera nti nkola ebintu ebiri aligned with what fulfills me. So now ali eyo, I pray obeera nga you discover yourself more and you start to align yourself with the purpose as to why you're on earth. Positive battle solo kubanga otuwa closing remarks.
And what I would like maybe also to add to our viewers, we are not the sole proprietors of knowledge.
Of course.
We also share what we think
according to what we know.
You can also give us what you know, maybe in the comment section, and we also learn from you. Just sharing what
we are sharing our minds.
We're not custodians of knowledge.
Sifa abageza abasingayo.